Welcome to a race on Watkins Glen short with the Clio Cup. This is my car. As always, I had to watch the replay, so I thought about recording and posting as well. Very safe turn one. Trying to share the long straight here. Sounds like I had a better exit, so I could easily do the overtake. Some lag into the inner loop. You know, cold tires, but no, that's not good. Many of us caught it, but not everyone. So there has been some carnage, but we managed to do everything, continue, not run wide. I think now the tires are in an okay condition, so we can drive more in a more confident. As always, I don't wanna break into one because I don't know the guy in front of me which braking point he's taking, so I try to take the inside line a little bit while braking, because the biggest nightmare that I can have is running into the back of someone. Some fast guys behind me, I know these. No, yeah, it's my third race with these guys, so I started to know which one has the pace and which one doesn't. 20 minutes race, it's a short one. Only tire wear. This is like, you can say, a fun league. It's not very serious, so we don't take too many factors into consideration, not too many variables. But I tried to nurse my tires very well at this race, not to overheat them. Someone took the chicane not very good set, and he has a penalty, so I can take the opportunity and hunt the position. Nom nom nom. Following me very closely, I can say. You know, because I move from sim to sim to sim. I have one every week. I have one race in Race Room, one race in Project Cars 2, one race in R Factor 2, and I should do Assetto Corsa for fun, but I don't have enough time. So because I jump from sim to sim, it's very hard. Not very hard, but I need some time to get used to the physics of each sim. So I'm so glad that I jumped like 20 minutes before the race, and I did some practice. In the beginning I was all over the place, but then I could a little bit relearn, let me say. So the guy is trying to do the move around the outside, and he succeeds to do it cleanly, and I give him some space, because we cannot I mean, we can share, but it's related to if we took the right line or not. Anyway, the guy took the position, and I'm trying to make my revenge. Not leaving the draft, even though I see someone in my mirror trying to make the move on me. Yeah, robbing is racing, you know. We both survived without any problem. We shared but we both were slower because of this, because of my attempt. And some guys on my inside, I could not see him, and I paid the price. It's all my fault. No one's else's fault, because I failed to see that someone is in my inside. So I'm glad he went off very good, and I paid the price of like being back into position. How many? I'm afraid to press the right. Oh my god, a very big carnage here. But we survived as well. To be honest, I don't know what button to press, because if I press the right, if I right clicked, maybe I will be like out. The other guy also does move around the outside, but I gain it because of taking the right position, the right, not overdriving the corner, not very nice here, lift off oversteer, but very nice corner. You know, I can go faster and tighter in this corner, but this will make the right, the left front go crazy, go bananas in temperature. 2 tires on the ground here. You know, it's like watching MotoGP and superbikes in the early 2000s when the Honda had separate brake on the front and in the back, and they used to enter every corner sliding and correcting. Sometimes it happens here in project cars too, in these front-wheel drive cars. So you can see that people are entering the corner, throwing the car and trying to correct. But the problem is that the lateral grip is very, very tricky, because if you were faster than you should, you cannot correct it, no matter how you are try to be good at it. It's not like Assetto Corsa. I can show you an example. Like, for example, now you notice that I was on the limit. This one was like normal, not so much. Trying to take a different lines from everyone else because I was faster and I did not want to lift and lose my... Actually, I lift a little bit here in this corner sometimes. But I mean, when I get more speed, I don't want to lose the momentum. Oh, curb killed me here. Very nice bump draft to the to the guy in front. You know, I try to if we both were in a straight line, it doesn't harm at all. It doesn't harm to pump draft, but anything bad happens and it will be your fault. Anything good happens and the guy will be very thankful. Not good here, scrapping the tires and being slower. You know, these cars are very low horsepower, so you don't need... It's not good to... Wow, this is very, very, very hairy. I know something bad will happen here. The guy turns into us both, unfortunately, and... runs also wide and to another line, but... Wow, some very brave attempt to overtake here. Grass overtake. So where were we? I have been saying that these cars are small cars and not so much horsepower, so it's good to keep the momentum. But the tricky part is that if you try to go faster than you should and you started oversteering and correcting, it's not that easy in project cars too. I felt that trying not to give the guys draft here. So what I was saying, that I felt like if you were a little bit over the limit, you can correct it, but if you are too much over the limit, nothing you can do. Also, again, trying not to give anyone draft here behind me. Maybe I succeeded in this strategy. Let's see down the straight. The race seems longer than I expected. It's only like 20 minutes, unlike the 3 hours races I sometimes do. Again, someone doing the move from the outside, but not. He was. I know maybe this guy is a very respectful guy, and he decided like not to share the inner loop. Very, very, how can I use an English word? Let's say very strong competition. These guys want a piece of me, of course. Starting to be sun, like not night, but yeah. And luckily I have my lights on. again trying to move out of the draft zone for the guy in front of me, but it seems to work. And today actually I was watching a real life race, and some guys do it in real life, move out of the, not to give the guys behind tow. I used not to like this move because you spend more time. A grass overtake right here. That's very brave. If something went wrong, of course it would have been my fault. But luckily it went clean. Running wide here, and the guy takes back his position. This is karma. But let's see what happens later. I remember at the end of the race it was really I was trying to follow the guy in front of me really hard, and let's see what happens. Doing the move on me on the outside successfully, getting the position from me, and the guy behind also is preparing himself to overtake, and us trying to be careful, trying to do a double pass, not yet. Succeeded to take one position. The guy in front goes wide. Let's see if I can find my way, but not easy because of these sweeping corners. Nice. Walling it, the guys behind me. But maybe I can see that they both made it. Nice. Again, I find myself in a defending position. That's the price of being slow. Starting to be night time. I think now it's like the last 5 minutes or so, so I can afford to spend some tires. And not much action right now, trying to take the right lines, because I'm sure any mistake and the guy behind me will be very happy. Having like a second to breathe right now, gap. Clear lines of me and the guy behind me. It seems like the guy behind me is taking a little bit more millimeters of the track. It means that his might be a little bit more fast. Plus the draft, of course. For the first time in this race, some time to breathe for everyone. I noticed we were risking too much of this curbs. 1 centimeter more and we get a penalty, I think, according to yeah, the rules that they are taking here in Project Cars 2. Interesting, by the way, to know which rules they take. Is it like something like Formula 1? Is it like British? How much off track they allow? I haven't thought about it before. So, not overdoing it, just taking the normal lines. I know this track from before. I think I have done one endurance race on this. But of course I'm a little bit... I mean, there is always guys faster than you, so I don't know if they are like normal people or aliens, or just that we should learn and not give excuses. I tend like to not to focus on one sim. Like I started 1.5 year ago, and as soon as I get in the middle of the pack, I try to focus on another sim. I don't want to spend all my time on just one thing. And soon I think I will be moving to real racing, not professional one, but as much as I can afford, maybe like one series or maybe even just one race in the summer, but I need to practice a lot if I want to do races. Luckily, Race Room has all the Swedish tracks here where I live, so I can learn the track before I go into a real race. Plus, I do usually like go-karts and electric, those are small electric cars, really fun. But yeah, as soon as you are speaking about track days or even series, running wide here, managing not to get a penalty. I mean, as soon as you talked real racing, you have to talk money, which guy behind me got really close and he thought about starting to attack, it seems. So I just have to hold my nerves and not to do mistakes. I remember the end of the race was a little bit more, let's say, there has been more action. Wow. Two wheels. Can I hold it? No. The guy has more momentum and it's fair. I don't want to block him. Side by side. Uphill. On that straight. I don't think I can afford. I can be faster because he had more momentum than me. Side by side. 50 centimeters between the two cars. It's a big balls competition and I broke later. I won the position. Fair play by the guy, Max. But this isn't over yet. He's still close. And some other factors coming into play like tire wear and night vision. If you are used to the track at night or not. Nice liveries for the guy and for my car. I like this silver car, reminds me of the Silver Arrows. If you know the story about the Mercedes-Benz cars in the Formula 1, where they had to remove the paint to save weight and made their cars silver in color. The guy is attacking, by the way, but in a very clean way. And I'm risking losing my position if I... But now I had a little bit more gap. I have a little bit more gap, I should say. But I can still see his lights behind me. Was this the final lap or... Very nice moving camera if you have seen it on the side of the track. This one, it follows the cars also. This very nice graphics by Project Cars 2. You know what, I do use VR, and using VR it feels more real. Driving in Project Cars 2. Something in Project Cars 2 makes me feel driving real car. Maybe the word scale, big enough. I don't know what is it exactly, but something makes me feel like I'm driving in a real car. Sometimes I cruise slowly and listen to music. Really, it feels like driving my own car. So maybe the size is big enough. The 3D things, I don't know, the graphics, the sound, maybe, I don't know what makes me feel, but it feels, for example, when I drive in VR in R Factor 2, which is a sim I really like, maybe my favorite sim, it doesn't feel that real because It only feels like I'm watching a screen into VR, if you get what I mean. I don't know what mistake the guy in front of me did, but I am much closer to him, and this is maybe the final lap. I can spend my whole tire right now, making it really tight, trying to steal some draft from him. Let's say how much I can risk it for the biscuit. Following him really close. I think this is the final corner. Final corner. Doing to do it very closely, and he did a mistake by making his road 1 meter longer, and I took the shortest road. This is why I took the position from him. Very nice behind me. Yeah, it's enough. It's finished. So, thank you. Goodbye.